Recently, I played probably the best Peggle I'll ever play in my whole life, and it was in a competitive Peggle bingo match. The match in question was played against Britshaw, a buddy of mine who happens to also be one of the best Peggle players in the world. And the best part is, this match was a submission for GDQ, and as a result we had a couple of other expert Pegglers along for the ride, giving us commentary and bearing witness to what ended up being a pretty epic matchup. I want to hop right into the action, but the rules for our bingo match are on screen right now in case you want to pause and read them.
3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I'll say that probably the runners are looking for Orange Crush, which I see one of on the stage right now, which is a type of challenge where you get more oranges than normal.
So like this line here is not bad. I think we definitely want to start with Orange Crush here, and then maybe move on to some of the other ones.
Might want to grab this. This just blocks off diagonals, and it's pretty straightforward, stylistic. Oh, this is good. Wait, this is a good line. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this. I got lots of lines to go for. I'll just block off all diagonals. Oh, it's 3.
Gives us, we're set up fairly well for it now, even if it is going to be a bit of a slow start for the level itself. We're going to be pretty well set up. Okay, so Britshaw went for the style challenges in the middle. I do think going for the middle one makes sense, so that is not that surprising to me. I wonder if he will go for this one, or he knows, because we've competed quite a bit, he actually knows that I like these extra orange ones, so that it's possible he may just kind of like assume I'm going for it, which, I mean, that's probably why he did what he did. So.
And yep, we're seeing that in action right now. Poetry's just about to finish off this More Oranges challenge, which he did by getting a ball stuck in that big Ouroboros in the middle of that level, which was really cool. But yep, that's all done. So we've got a mark on for Poetry. Of course, Britcha with the blue and Poetry with the orange.
Let's go for the Duelist Challenge 2. Okay. Oh, okay, he did the Initiate Challenge. Okay. So we got to be a little careful. In fact, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm also gonna pivot again because I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, we need to kind of play defensively a little bit. Even just 2 in a line is enough where I'm like, okay, we got to start thinking about blocking it. Even if we're both doing it, there's a good chance that either of us loses. The duels are some of the more inconsistent challenges. We're gonna go here. Okay, hopefully Tula's not able to get in there. Okay, of course she was. So we have to retry, but that is okay.
Yep, just like that. The Peggle AI went ahead and got a huge fever there. That would be very hard for a human player to see. So unfortunately, Poetry didn't quite get that duel.
Still a good shot overall. We got the other green, but okay, he went for the full clear. Interesting. Interesting. So he is working on this column though, and I think that is the smart play.
So yeah, just under 5 minutes in, it wasn't looking too hot. Britshaw had 3 out of 5 on the middle column, and I just couldn't seem to beat the AI duel that was in that column. I was even worried that this bingo match might turn into a quick slaughter, which obviously would not be that interesting. But of course, luckily it didn't go that way.
But Britshaw is absolutely just blazing through those full clears. So it's looking like maybe Britshaw has a good strategy here, and Poetry might have to go on the defensive pretty soon.
Okay, not the easiest situation here. We have to hit this shot, and this is not a very easy shot. I think I'm gonna go for it. I mean, we have to go for it. Oh, and I barely miss, unfortunately. Damn.
That was so unlucky.
With the points and the 50. Oh, you know he's raging. Oh, that's a rough one.
It's a rough one.
Look at that.
Yeah, okay, we need to take a shot here. Okay, not too bad. Not the best scenario, but I think we can hit this, right? I don't see any problem hitting this. The problem is that this is not going to be enough unless we really get a lot of points. We did. Okay, wow, we actually got it. Very surprised that we got that. That was kind of ridiculously lucky.
Poetry has now blocked off Britcha's line there. That means that Poetry not only has another square that he can work off of, but Britcha now can no longer get that middle column for completion.
However, even with that column blocked off, after just a couple more minutes, Britcha managed to complete a third square on the top row, and so I was right back to playing defense. And funnily enough, Britcha and I both knew exactly what the other person would be up to.
Okay, this is a battle. This is between me and Poetry. Can Poetry do Warren slide on 3-2 quicker than I can freeball 5-2?
Pretty close to having a line there. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think we'll have to pivot in a moment, but I am going to try to finish off this duel. Okay, and that's going to be a win there. We're going to quickly go. So I think he would go. If I had to guess, I guess that he will go for the fewer balls challenge. So we're going to go for this, which is the other one that we have here. Yeah, we're going to immediately go for 750k points, which we kind of need to have a chance here.
They're taking very different approaches to getting 750k on a level, which is really interesting to see. Poetry decided to go ahead and go for this really cool level with this really big slide here, and he decided to go for Warren's triple score power. So Poetry has a big boost on points in this level, but will have to close it out still because he only has a bit more than half of the points required.
For this challenge, I know in the past Britcha used to prefer doing a different level that relies fully on freeballing, which is what I'm doing right now. That strategy is much more consistent, honestly, than the strategy I'm using. But if you get lucky and get the right luck right away, like I kind of did here, it should be a little quicker.
3-2 triple score. It has to be way quicker than this, though. But, you know, this is the cool way to do it.
Kind of a key moment here where I need to make sure I hit these combos. And if I do, then we are actually good to go. And we get out of this level. And we have blocked another line. Really good.
Brother. Oh no.
All right, Britcha realizing that their challenge was sniped and has to go and do something else. So this is a really interesting bingo match so far. The runners are really considering each other's positions and being able to sort of get those snipes.
Oh, heck yeah. Alright, nice.
Yep, really funny.
It looks like we're probably not going to get a bingo line here. I'm just going to hedge a bet there.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. We're making
probably not.
some
Although
shapes
Britcha
here.
still has an opportunity with this second column here, because not only did they do that to block off Poetry's row,
no.
but also to get a column. So
I don't think so. I'm looking at this board here. We have full clear, 12-1.
12-1. Oh, you're right. Oh, brutal. You're totally right.
Nastiest levels.
Oh, 12-1 is a horrid full clear. Yeah, that's one of the worst.
And we have the A score on it too.
They were not wrong. Even though it looked like either the second column or the fourth row were still wide open for Britcha, full clearing 12-1 is maybe one of the hardest possible tiles to get in this bingo setup. And it's one of the hardest things you can do in Peggle Nights, period. For context, here's what the level looks like, and even more context is that I have done speedruns where it's taken me 20 or even 30 minutes of attempts just to get the full clear on this level. In any case, neither Britcha nor myself gave those two lines much attention for now. Instead, we both turned our attention to various other squares that were a lot easier, and I actually started to go a bit on the offensive.
Oh, that was a lucky shot. Satisfying. Okay, I'm going to try to block off this line. Let's go for the fewer balls challenge here. But I think if I can buy ourselves some time and space here, then I will probably pivot to that rightmost column, because there's some ones there that I certainly do not mind. Okay, that's really lucky. Wow, holy crap. Make sure we go high enough, and there we go. Little dicey there, but never good. And be very careful here not to mess up this shot. That would have been very bad. That would have been disastrous. And that's a fewer balls challenge done again. I think we actually go from here to the ace score. This level is a fairly reasonable one to ace in most situations, I find. So.
All right, Poetry crossing up another fewer balls. Poetry technically has 3 lines open still, although all of them are hard in their own way. So I don't think we'll quite see that. It looks like, what is Britcha doing? Is Britcha trying to full clear 12-1?
So yeah, that's the question I kind of was wondering, is if we can double up, because we have both full clear and ace score on here, which means you have to get 300,000 points.
I think we can double up,
and you have to full clear this level, which is brutal.
Which is a tough challenge
in the game.
The runners have to be ready for anything.
Normally.
I wonder which one he would have gone. I feel like he would have gone for this one though. Of the options, well, full clear 2-1. That's easier maybe. It's all down to if I can hit. I might have to Hail Mary at the end.
Oh,
let's go.
Clearly.
Got the ace score. Britcha did get the ace there, which is great. That's a tough one to cross off the board, so very good for them.
As I suspect, he's probably not going for that full clear.
This turned into a bit of a, I would say, a competitive match. Obviously, the commentators are going to be the ones who know much more about what's going on behind the scenes on both ends. But from my perspective right now, we have both kind of had some swings in momentum. I would say at this point, even if I lose, I think I've done an admirable job of having to play defensive, but also kind of now pivoting. And hopefully that works out for us, you know?
And Poetry just crossing off ace score 8-5, which is what Britcha was just about to go for, so Britcha's going to have to pivot to another challenge.
Challenge 4. This is a bit of a tough one. This is a actually fairly notorious level for getting a lot of points on. It is not the easiest. I've historically had a lot of trouble with this level.
It's Roy G. Biv. I'm better now. I can beat Roy G. Biv. I didn't even realize there was that line.
Yeah, they are both going for it. So this is our first instance of a sort of just like direct duel between these two runners. Which one of them can get this lucky number 7 challenge first?
Ooh, bit of a blunder there from myself. Okay, whew, took a risky shot there. It paid off. Okay. Not my best play so far, but this is a fairly tough level. I'm not trying to make excuses if I lose because of it, but I think I'm gonna take a risky shot here. I'm gonna go for this. Oh my god! I took a risk and it almost paid off, but it didn't. That is actually insane, though. By 1,000. By 1,000. Less than 1,000, we were off.
Oh, no, literally by less than 1,000. Oh, no. Wow, so close. Man. And it actually was valuable because Britcha is about to cross that off here. So if probably, if of course Britcha does pull this out.
Alright, we're good.
He does actually have a potential line there. We should... Let's go for this one. And the problem is he's probably also going for this one now.
Yep, and they are tied at... Let's do a count.
8.
8. All right, so each runner needs 5 more to be able to win this game. This is going to be to the wire. Absolutely nail-biting.
So I guess they're both in the same challenge.
Yeah, they're both doing Scientastic. This is an interesting challenge because the game starts you out with 15 balls, but you have to do 3 levels. So that's an interesting one. You kind of have to conserve. Yes, exactly. You have to conserve your balls.
I think we kind of have to go for this. If he gets this one, then we're in a bit of a rougher spot. But at that point, I guess we probably go for ace score on 12-3 would be the other one out of the 2 remaining ones at that point.
Nice. Oh my goodness, that's very nice. Oh, we're back here again. I will do this.
I think we want to, you want to find shots that are going to hit as many oranges as possible. And he got it. Okay, so that's really unfortunate. Barely got ahead of me there. He's a little bit quicker. So Britshaw has definitely an advantage over me in that he is certainly a little bit better when it comes to just kind of playing through levels normally, which is what that was, right?
Wow, they have chosen to do the same thing yet again.
They know each other too well. It's the 3rd time in a row.
Yep. Yep, well, Poetry almost did something really good, which was going for a crazy mad skills really, really early to try to get as many points as he could. But he just broke his chain, unfortunately. So he's back to square one now.
Impossible to get these kind of chains on there, so even getting close is very impressive to watch.
Problem is we need a good bit more points, and we are kind of out of a lot of obvious shots. Oh, go in the 50, in the 50! Oh, no, if it went in the 50, that would have been it. That would have been it if it went in the 50. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate.
Did he not get it?
They almost finished together, but unfortunately the ball bounced the wrong direction for Poetry.
Yep.
So a few times in a row now, Britshaw had sniped a objective that we were both working on because Britshaw is just very quick and efficient at playing the game. And even worse is that I made a huge tactical blunder here because even though throughout most of the match I did a good job of keeping up with watching the board, making sure as soon as Britshaw got a square, I reevaluated. But in this case, for whatever reason, I just didn't see that he had already completed the objective that we were both working on. And so I tunnel visioned and was still working on an already locked out objective for almost 2 minutes, which is pretty bad and pretty embarrassing.
Does he know?
But yes, looking at the rest
Normally
of the board,
he would, but it looks like he might be tunnel visioning just a little bit.
But luckily, I did eventually see that I needed to move on. And unfortunately, the one that I needed to move on to was 12-1, the level that we mentioned earlier as being perhaps the hardest full clear in the game.
Oh, Poetry has noticed! Alright, moving on. Oh, is Poetry also going for this full clear?
Oh boy.
Why are they doing this?
He got the, yeah, I just, took me a moment to realize, but he actually has gotten it. So this is where it's really unfortunate, is that I now have to do this one. I have to do the full clear on this level. This level is a nasty level to full clear. But we're going to give it our best. This is, I would say, a decent start. It's a decent start, I would say. Not the best start ever, but pretty good, honestly.
That's too much.
Yeah, we'll see though. We're gonna give it our best shot. He's got the momentum for sure, but that doesn't mean we can't come back from it. This is interesting now too, because I actually at this point have all of the moving pegs out of the way, and so what that means is that it's really just going to come down to my free balling, and I generally consider myself good at free balling, but still quite a bit to go. And I'm going to take, especially because we are a little bit down, took a bit of a risky shot there, and it totally paid off, luckily.
Yeah, so Poetry's gonna elect for the riskier strat here. There's a lot of
nice
my
Poetry,
God,
great strategy.
Oh.
I need a better shot, like better splork blast shots. This is doable though. I could end things.
Yep, Britcha is still trying to get a good generation on this Cyclone, and it looks like Poetry's got it as long as he doesn't miss any shots, which he will not.
And we have it unless he gets it right now. Holy crap.
Yep, that's the hardest one in the whole game, and it is done. All right, now let's see what they're going to do next.
Oh my god. Legend. Actual, like, Poetry wins. Like, you know, should win at least something.
The thing is, if you can just get some really good Electro Bolts, it can be a fairly quick full clear at the very least. Or not full clear, ace score. You know what I mean. I am just not getting this luckily here. I'm not getting lucky at all. Oh, and that's unfortunate because we're actually gonna, oh wow. That is really unfortunate.
Sure. Maybe needs to slow down a bit.
They are on the same challenge yet again.
At this point, Britshaw actually only needed one more square to win. And while there were 3 open, that means I needed to get all 3. And if he just went for a different one than me at the same time and managed to get it, that would be it. But as it would turn out, we both had a lot of the same thoughts going through our head. And so we were both working on 11-1's ace score, and this happened.
Okay. He might be going for this one now, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for this one now. That's really lucky, wow. Okay, that is an insane shot. That is so lucky. Holy cow. And we actually are fine as long as we just finish the level here. Hold on, let's change the angles in a way that I would not have expected. Okay, and we got it. Okay. Ace score 11-1. At this point, hopefully that was the one he was working on, and at this point, I'm at 11, right? And he's at 12. So he's one away from winning right now. He also, I think, this level is definitely not the easiest. It's not free, but it's also certainly not that bad to full clear. And so if I had to guess, he's probably working on this right now. So.
Uh-oh. Well, it's a battle. Now let's make it interesting. 1, 2, 3. It's either he gets this and we fight over a multi-level challenge, or I could have gone for multi-level challenge and locked that in. But I think I could potentially beat him, so we don't have to do multi-level challenge. I've just got to do the quickest full clear of my life.
We kind of we have to hope that he kind of doesn't get it, or that we do it quicker. And I don't know if that's very likely. If it's just a raw race.
So he's cleared more of the level here, but it's possible he'll still fail it. So we have to be careful.
Let's play. These are definitely shots I should be hitting.
Wow, that was a great shot. He still needs.
He
just needs a double or a free ball.
Just need a couple more shots like that.
Got the
And
double.
he's-
He needs actually
showing
one
off
more.
This point hunting.
And we got it. As long as he doesn't get it right now, we will have this. Okay, wow. And so it's literally going to come down to the very last challenge, which is kind of insane on its own.
Maybe it was more optimal then to have just reset when I didn't get good Electro Bolts. Alright, let's play. Let's do it.
And so in the end, it came down to one final tiebreaker, a 900k point challenge where you had to get 900k points over the course of 3 levels. And, well, let's see how it went.
That was not the correct opener, but we'll take that.
So what am I doing here? Well, I'm looking for a specific generation at the start that I would really like to see. And I'm not getting it. I'm probably... I should not be doing this. But we did get it eventually. But basically 50,000 free points there. I'm doing that. That was kind of a calculated risk, and it might end up being the reason I lose. But the idea was basically get a strong start so that I can go a lot quicker later in the challenge.
So ideally, what they're looking for is 300k per level. But another strategy, when you're doing speedruns of this, is just try to go for as much as possible. Don't risk, you know, oh, I can get 300k on the last one, so I'm going to do that, right? You want to be as safe as possible while being as fast as possible. So you can see Britcha here actually abandoning it early to get some guaranteed points. So probably a little bit earlier than he would have liked. But the idea is that you want to build up as many points as safely possible.
Triple score, triple score, triple score, triple score, triple score. No!
Oh, that's unfortunate. Wow. That is very unfortunate. Oh, and that's really rough. We have to continue, unfortunately. But that is very rough. That was I was hoping to go from one shot to the other and just get a decent ending shot to finish off that level. Did not happen. Unfortunate.
He has to just move on without the fever score, which is too bad because fever score is very important.
Yes.
Let's do some free balling here. Try to build up a combo.
That was lucky. That was lucky. Oh, we capitalized on that. Unfortunate.
Oh, that's a little iffy.
A super long shot would win it. Okay. It's no super long shot. It's good. We win. Okay, I just have to... I guess death percent. Oh my god. We win.
So the strategy here is we're praying to the RNG gods. Oh, and there we go. Okay, GG's, GG's. Okay.
And if Poetry had gotten a little bit more lucky there, that would have been
That
even
was
closer.
absurd.
Good game.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
fantastic, y'all.
I can't believe
Come on
you full
out,
cleared
Bridget.
12-1.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
It was
oh my
incredible.
God. You guys
That was
were-
one of
You're
the
gonna
best
have to
parts.
see it.
It was amazing. Good.
maybe the most clutch I've ever been in Peggle.
That was absurd.
And so, of course, in the end, I did lose, but I still thought this was an absolutely awesome match to be a part of. And even though I lost, I'm pretty proud of how I played, and I think I had some absolutely clutch plays that made it from what would have been a slaughter into a very close match. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, feel free to check out some of the other Peggle videos I have on this channel. And in any case, have a good day.